So if you're thinking of buying the new Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Select, I'm going to give you 20 reasons why you shouldn't. That's right, 20 reasons why you should not buy the Amazon Fire Stick 4K Select. So I've just found an article on AFTV News. If you haven't heard of it, it is probably the #1 go-to website for Amazon Fire Stick news. And I know Elias has been having a few issues with Amazon. For instance, the reviews. Amazon are slyly removing negative reviews of the new Fire TV Stick 4K Select. And I'm going to cover that in a separate video, so if you are new here, make sure you hit subscribe. But AFTV News have just published an article on their website giving 20 reasons or worse features on the new Fire TV Stick 4K. So let's just jump straight into it. And keep watching, because I've got first-hand insight into this bad boy. I bought it for this channel. Right, #1, less internal storage. It comes with 8 GB of storage internally. However, the 4K Select leaves only 4.61 gig for the user, as if there's not enough storage issues on the Fire Stick as it is. #2, no USB storage. Well, it appears that when you plug an external storage into the Fire Stick, it's not going to work. It might detect it, but it won't work. #3, no Dolby audio decoding. And as they've put, the Fire TV Stick 4K Select only supports Dolby audio pass-through, not onboard Dolby decoding. And that's essentially because of the built-in things like Alexa and stuff like that. It will affect it. No Dolby Vision. The Fire TV 4K Select does not support Dolby Vision. Yes, HDR10 and 10 Plus work, but unlike all the other Fire Stick 4Ks, you won't get Dolby Vision. No matter casting. Again, that's a feature that's on all the other 4Ks, but not the 4K Select. The main one, no VPNs. As we know, most Amazon Fire Stick users will use a VPN because of what they're doing. Not that you can do anything on the Select, but it just gives anonymity. It can help with unblocking more content on official apps. It's useful to have, and that's not supported on here. And by the way, if you are looking for the VPN, there's a link in my bio with 83% off. Right, next is no games on the Fire TV Stick Select. And when I say no games, it's not that there's none on the gaming tab, there's literally none at all. And all the other devices have over 7,000 games, not the Select. And also there's a bit of a change coming up to Luna, which I'm going to cover in a separate video again. Make sure you subscribe to catch that video. So one of the other problems is there's no option to clear all the application cache or even offload any apps. None of that is available on the 4K Select. Next one is probably the biggest one. No sideloading of apps and no ability to install any app from outside the App Store at all. I've also covered that on a shorts video. Right, we're halfway through the 20 reasons why you shouldn't buy a Fire TV 4K Select. And if you are enjoying the video, please hit that thumbs up button and let me know in the comment section. It does help. But I wanted to also mention, I've just read an article explaining how a Fire TV device over 11 years ago is outperforming the brand new Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Select. And that's embarrassing. If you take a look back at all the older gen Fire Sticks, there's so many more apps that's supported that are simply not available on the new Fire Stick. And that's actually quite embarrassing. Anyway, we've got 10 more reasons coming up. So if you haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. And let me know which Fire Stick you use and if you're going to be buying the Fire TV 4K Select. Next one, there's no Alexa home theater on the 4K Select. That's useful if you've invested in a pair of Echo speakers. It's no good on the new Select. That's another problem Amazon have got to sort out. Next is no dialogue or audio booster. That was a great feature for when you're streaming. If you can't get the clarity on the voices, useful feature, but not anymore. Another main one is the very limited app selection. It's very limited. There's hardly anything on the 4K Select. So if you want a feature-packed Fire Stick, you're going to have to get the 4K or 4K Max because there's hardly anything on the Select. Next, Amazon Photos. That's not available on the 4K Select either. So if you've got your screensavers and that set up, you can kiss goodbye to them. Next is limited equipment control. The only options you've got are the receiver and the soundbar. That's it. If you've got your satellite remotes and everything that you could customize it on the 4K and 4K Max, you can't do that on this one. Next is the live TV. There's hardly anything available for it. It's very limited, and when we checked, it's literally Tubi or Prime Video. Whereas unlike the 4K models, there's a lot more customizations on it, but not on the 4K Select. Next point is the TV guide. Kind of falls in with the last point. It's very limited on the 4K Select and there's no live preview like there is on previous models of the 4Ks. Next is another great feature. If you've got your CCTVs and that's set up to your Fire Stick or your Ring doorbell, that's not going to be fully functionable on the 4K Select because there's no picture-in-picture support. That was super useful for multitasking, but it's not supported on the 4K Select. Next is no Alexa quick actions. You know, on the other models, when you single click the mic button, you've got the quick actions. You cannot do that on the 4K Select. Next problem is the apps. They're just a lot worse. And what I mean by that is because on the Android versions of the Fire TV OS, you can completely customize the apps, the codecs. You can customize quite a lot of the apps, but on Vega, you can't do that. You can't select codecs or you can't select the bit rates either, which could potentially affect your streaming performance. Speaking of Fire TV, the next point is the Fire TV launcher. On the Fire TV launcher, you've got customizations at the top, like your genres and different categories you can choose. But on the Fire TV 4K Select, that is not an option. It's very limited. And that is 20 reasons why you should not buy the Fire TV 4K Select. Now, I've been asked, why have I bought it? Well, I bought it for content. I do TikTok, I do YouTube, and it just makes sense to do it. One of the annoying things I found when I plugged in the Fire TV 4K Select is straight away parental controls was on, and literally every single menu I went to, it was coming up asking for a pin. Whether that's a bug, I don't know. But ultimately, there's one more thing that is wrong with the Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Select. And that's the name. It's just a mouthful, it's winded, and it sounds cheap and budget. And to be fair, that's exactly what this is. It's a cheap budget device, and in my opinion, it's a big mistake from Amazon. Now, we know why they've done it. It's because they're trying to keep people happy. People being regulators or broadcasters. But it's ultimately gonna hurt Amazon in the long run. No one's happy with this, myself included. And so now you've got 20 reasons not to buy the Fire TV 4K Select. Which device should you buy? And this is something I get asked all the time on TikTok. If you're looking to buy a new Amazon Fire Stick, the best choices you've got is one of the 4K ranges. My opinion personally is the 4K Max. I use that as my daily driver in my bedroom, downstairs. The Amazon 4K Max is powerful, it's built for streaming, and it's a lot faster. But a lot of other users will also prefer the Cube, so it's completely up to you guys. But if you're looking for my opinion, I would probably lean towards the 4K Max. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth that extra money. And if you've got a Fire Stick, make sure you hit subscribe because we've got plenty more videos coming up. I want to know what you think of the Fire TV Stick 4K Select. Let me know in the comments section. But that's all for this one. I'll see you in the next one.